Hey guys, welcome back. Video number 4, Total Domination Engineering Training Series. My name is Vic Strizius, founder of High Traffic Academy, as you probably already know, right? Hopefully we don't need introductions by this time. If you watched video 1, 2, and 3, and now you're here, this is the last video in the training series, and I want to tell you before we dive into this very quickly, I'm going to pre-frame you about some things, right, and tell you some very important things that you need to know about what we're doing in this video. So this is going to be a very different, very unique, very special type of video. And it's not going to be available forever, and it's not going to be available for everybody who is currently going and watching Total Domination Engineering Training Series. Let me explain to you. I don't know if you got my email that I sent you a couple of days ago about the unique experiment, marketing experiment that I'm doing, I'm about to deploy, right, that you can be a part of, right? So currently there is about 40,000 people who are at the moment going through this training, just like you have been going through the training right now as we speak. And there's about 1,200 to 1,500 new people per day coming in to go through this training. And it's not going to be available forever, but for the time being, it is what it is. So a lot of people are going through this. And so as I was looking through the comments and the feedback and the messages and emails that we've been getting bombarded with over the last couple weeks ever since starting this training, I saw there was a pattern, right? And by the way, if you have left me a comment or feedback or question, or if you have participated in this discussion in those comments below the videos, I appreciate you. It's been very useful for me, because I don't want to just sit, stand here and just yap away, just kind of take your time or waste my time here. I truly want to make a difference for your business. I don't know what you're here, what you're looking for, what your intention is for this video, for going through this training series, but I hope it's to make a difference and take your business a step higher, right? Take your business to the next level. Most importantly, get results in your business. That's what it's all about. The measuring stick is your bank account, right? So if we can increase that, if we can help that grow, right, I've done my job. Does that make sense? And so my intention has been to share with you ideas and strategies and what I'm doing in the business that's working, that if you applied, I think can work phenomenally well for you. Okay, so hopefully in the last 3 videos, if I did my job correctly, if I did it decent enough, hopefully you got a nugget or two that you can implement in your business and go out there, apply it, get results, and pretty sure you're probably going to have phenomenal results if you apply this kind of stuff. But there was a pattern, looking at all these comments, and a lot of people, overwhelming majority of people, were saying, we're struggling, right? We need results, and something like 92% of people are making less than $1,000 a month in this industry, which is pretty bad. It's very sad. And so what I was looking for is, I said, what can we do together? If you're in that category of people, if you're struggling, if you're currently trying to make ends meet, or trying to make your business work, right? Isn't it about time for you to finally have that breakthrough? I don't know if you have been praying for a miracle, if you've been looking for a miracle, if you have been looking for that breakthrough, right? I truly, honestly believe that what you're about to see, what we're about to do, starting from this point on, especially with this test group that you have been invited to participate for this experiment, right? I truly believe this can very realistically be a pivotal point in your business, in your career, in your life, okay? And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to let you in on a replay of a private meeting that I had with a few, very small segment of the people that are currently going through Total Domination Engineering Training Series, and I'm going to let you in on that, because the stuff that we talked about there, it's going to apply to you here as well. So this video is not going to be seen by everybody who is currently going through this training. Okay, I have segmented the list, and I'm currently putting together a test group for what we're about to do, for what you're about to see. Okay, and at the end of the day, it's all about getting you results. Okay, and like I said, the measuring stick is your bank account. Okay, so I'm going to take you halfway across the country over to our Southern California office for High Traffic Academy headquarters, right, to where you'll be able to watch this replay of this private meeting. It's not available anywhere, and it's not going to be available forever. So there's 3 things I'm going to tell you about this video. Number 1, please do not share this link with anybody. Okay, this is for your eyes only. Okay. Number 2, please watch this video in its entirety. In fact, I highly encourage you, strongly recommend that you watch this video 100%. Don't skip or fast forward, because the part that you may skip or fast forward could be the most important thing for you. Okay, so please watch this to the very end 100%. Okay, can you promise me to do that? And it's not for me, you do it for yourself. okay? And thing number 3, watch this video in the next 24 hours if possible. The reason for that is because it's not going to be available forever. It will be pulled down. It will be replaced with another version of this, to where perhaps we're not going to include this experiment, because currently we're taking some people for the test group that you can participate in. It's going to be phenomenal. I'm going to tell you, right? You'll be. I think you'll be blown away, when you hear some of the things that we're about to do here together. Most importantly, again, it's all about results. Okay. So with that being said, go ahead and watch this, and just remember, everything that I talk about, that we covered in that private meeting will actually apply to you, because you are on this page, you're watching this video, and you have got my email, you've got this invitation, so that stuff is going to apply to you as well, okay? And at the very end, what I would like for you to do is let me know your comments, your questions, your feedback. If anything is not clear, whatever the case is, post them below this video. I will be engaging, I will be participating, I will be replying. This is probably going to be one of those videos to where I get engaged probably the most on a regular basis, because we're doing something really, really cool together here, right? And so hope you can participate. It's going to be totally optional, but it's going to be up to you. I really think this is going to be one of those opportunities that doesn't come very often. In fact, could be possibly be once in a lifetime kind of opportunity. So, but it's going to be up to you to decide. Take a look at this, and I look forward to seeing you, hopefully inside, and we'll go from there. Alrighty? Let me know your comments below this video when you have any comments or questions, whatever you got going on. All right? Now go ahead and watch this. All right, we're live. Hey everybody, Vig here. How are you tonight? I want to welcome you guys to tonight's show. We are actually live over here, and I'm actually drinking the water. So listen, we're gonna have some good time. Good time. You know what? We are going to be starting here in about 30 seconds. I just want to make sure that you guys can actually hear me. We've got 1,600 people right now and counting, so I have no idea how many people will actually get here. But a couple things. So before we go and dive deep into the stuff we're going to be talking about today, I want to just do a couple things. First of all, I want to make sure you guys can hear me. If you guys can hear me, please let me know in the comments below, in the chat thingy below here. Let me know that we are live, so that we can I can proceed freely. All right. As soon as I hear that, we'll be moving forward. Second thing, I want to tell you guys, I appreciate you. I know some of you guys have been, you guys are up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. Some of you guys are 4 o'clock in the morning. You guys are just, man, you want to succeed in this thing, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today, right? And so we're going to cover quite a bit of things. So if you are taking notes, you might want to, get your notepads, get your pens ready. Do take notes, because I do want to give you a lot of information today. Mainly, we're going to be talking about 3 things. Okay, we're going to be talking about how do we take what you have learned from video number 1, video number 2, video number 3, which I do have to tell you something about this. So before we even get there, I have some people ask me things like, Vic, is this really a private hangout? And the answer is yes. We have, last time I checked, that was like, I think 37 or 38,000 people on the list of folks who are going through the Total Domination Engineering Training video series. I have only invited a couple thousand people over here. And the reason for that is because I will be doing, something really, really cool, something very unique, and something very interesting. And I'll be doing a little marketing slash marketing test slash experiment, and we're going to do it together, right? And I'm going to be completely transparent with you guys. I'm going to show you some things that will blow your mind, all right? And I kid you not. And, if you thought video number 1, video number 2, video number 3 were good, wait till you hear some of the things we're going to talk about in this video, all right? So are you guys, man, my goodness, this thing's going like 1,000 miles an hour. So thank you for the for the feedback. It would be useful for you to turn off all your distractions. If you got Skypes going on, if you got your Facebooks going on, whatever you got going on, if you got your, TV on, in the background, whatever, listen, pay attention, because, well, I guess you don't have to do anything. You can do whatever you want to do. I hope that you would pay attention, because we're going to be talking about you, right? How many of you actually finished watching all 3 videos? I want to know that. All 3 videos in the training series. You guys actually finished, completed, you actually went through them. Yeah, let me know real quick. I appreciate you too. We're getting tons of comments over here. What we're going to talk about here is not going to make a lot of sense to you if you did not finish watching all 3 videos, right? And for those of you guys who have, been through all those 3 videos, tonight's training is going to make a lot of sense, right? because what I want to do is again circle back and just kind of talk to you about how do you pull everything together. I've been getting questions, things like, Vic, help me, put all this together. I don't really know, what do I go from A, B, C? So I'm going to give you the ABCs right now, right? I have been getting, I sent out a survey, and I was actually going to pull this, the statistics up here for you, but I'm not going to do that, for the sake of time. But survey, in one of the questions I said, you probably took that survey. I said, hey, what is your number one, challenge? And so traffic generation conversions was the most, that people wanted to learn about. But the second one right after that was, people said, help me make my first $1,000 online. Help me make my first $1,000 online. How many of you tonight watching me right now, and I don't know your situation, I may know you, I may not know you. How many of you would like to realistically, right? And I'm not like talking pie in the sky here. I'm talking realistically, very, very realistically, be able to create at least $1,000 to $5,000 per month income, and do so consistently, right? And get to the point to where you understand how to do it over and over and over again. It's just like riding a bicycle. You learn how to do it once, and then you can do it over and over again, right? It's just like driving a car, in a stick shift or something, right? You can do it over and over again. But here's the coolest part. If you can make $1,000 to $5,000 a month consistently online, you can scale that up to $50,000. It's going to be 100 times easier for you to go from $5,000 to $50,000 than it is for you to go from zero to your first $1,000. So the challenge here is, how do we get you to that first $1,000 to $5,000 online? You guys agree with me? Right? So this topic, what I want to talk to you about is, I guess there's twofold. I'm going to talk to you about something I'm just going to call total coolness, right? For lack of a better word, or a phrase. And then second thing, what I'm going to do is towards the end of this meeting, right? This is a private meeting, and I have no script. We're just going to be raw, uncut, right? And we're just going to be having conversations. So I appreciate you guys' feedback. I will be launching something I call 5K challenge. Okay, we've done it before with, we had a 10K challenge, but that was for people who were a little bit more experienced. What we're gonna do is something very, very cool that I think can change a lot of people's lives. Maybe it's yours, right? And we're gonna do a 5K challenge. It's gonna be very, very interesting, and we're gonna do it together. Okay, we'll give you an opportunity to do it together with me. Okay, with the group here, right? So guys, stay tuned. Let's see if I'm missing anything else here. As far as sharing links, I just want to point that out, guys. Please do not share links. We don't want to have people here who have not been invited, right? So if you can just please respect that, I would appreciate it. Okay. Let's see, comments. Ready for the goods? All right, you guys ready for the goods? What's up? All right, cool. Here is what we're gonna do. I'll actually get me a marker first. I think that would be a good idea, right? What color you guys want? You guys want red, blue, green? I got 3. All right. Here is, so if you just starting out, and I'm going to assume that you watched video number 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let's simplify everything down to the ridiculous. Okay. How do we simplify? How do you go from wherever you are, from zero, right, to building your first, say $5,000 a month income? How do you do it? What do you need? Well, you need a few things. Okay, you need a few things. If my microphone goes a little scratchy, I'm going to do it a little bit of a ghetto style here. I'm just going to hold this thing because as you can probably see, I'm actually coming to you from a different location today. And I'm coming to you from High Traffic Academy headquarters, one of the California offices here. We have multiple offices, and this is our California office. And when I got here, I didn't think we're going to do this, hangout today. I was going to actually do this next week, but I didn't want to keep you guys waiting. So we're going to do it today. And I don't have my lavalier. So I'm going to do this little cool guy right here, right? So it's all good. All right. So here is what we need, right? Let's say we want to get to, let's say our goal. It's very important for you to set goals, by the way, okay? If you don't have a goal, how do you play basketball with no hoops? How do you play volleyball with no net? You see what I'm saying? How do you make money without a specific goal or target you're trying to aim? It doesn't work. It's not going to work. So if you're just out there trying to make a buck, which is a lot of people what they do, right? And you don't know what you're shooting for specifically, if you don't have it written down, if you don't have it like crystallized, and more importantly, there is a why behind it, right? It's going to be very difficult for you to aim, and actually hit something. So number one is, let's set ourselves a goal. And this might be your, maybe it's going to be a homework assignment, right? So let's say our goal is, right, $5,000 a month. I do need to point out and give you guys disclaimers to, number one, the regulatory agencies require me to do that. And second of all is I'm not going to promise you anything here. I'm not going to guarantee you anything. I can't. And I will not guarantee you're going to make 5,000. I don't know you. I don't know if you're going to wake up tomorrow morning. I don't know if I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning. So there's no guarantees in life, right? So just need to get it out of the way. But we can talk about specific examples. And I've been doing this for 10 years. So, I see what's going on out there. And we have been, I've been privileged enough to work with over 50,000 students now from around 147 different countries, I think, last time I checked. And I see a pattern, right? There is a pattern for success. There's a pattern for failure, but there's also a pattern for success. Okay, so we're going to talk about pattern for success today. You guys still with me here? Let me know. Okay, yeah, can you see this? Is this a good color, or maybe we need to get like black or something? Get maybe black marker over here. I want to make sure you guys can see this. I think this is a little too light. Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay, we'll just do it like this. Let's say our goal is $5,000 a month. Pretty good goal to start with, okay? Here's what I found. I found from my personal experience that if you can hit 5,000 a month, everything else, like going beyond that, is like really easy, right? So some of you guys are like, if you're trying to hit like I need like 300 a month, right? $300 a month or $500 a month. I would actually recommend that you start. Again, if you want, I would actually start with like 5,000 a month as a goal, because that seems to be like the magical number here. Hold on one sec. I need to refresh this thing so I can see what you guys are seeing. Okay, use black. Okay, cool. Because my thing got frozen up a little bit. Okay, it's unclear. I will. Let me know. Okay, so let's say this is our goal. Okay, what do we need? Number one, there are several things we need. Okay, there are several things we need. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually draw it over here. There are several things we need. Number one, what we need is something to sell. Okay, so we need a product. Now let's talk. Everything starts here. Okay, so we need a product or service, something to sell that we're going to make money with, right? We make money basically by selling stuff, by pushing somebody else's product. It can be your own product, affiliate product, business offer, doesn't matter. Right? A network marketing company can be a part of something, and as long as you are selling something where people give you, that's the number one thing. Now, the criteria there, I covered a lot of this in video number one, so I'm not going to repeat myself. I do want to tell you this: it's super important that you promote something you 100% believe in, right? And you can stand behind, you can look somebody comfortable in the eye and say, you know what, get this, because this is good, right? So very important. Now, when you talk about products, there's different categories we can go to, right? So we can do, hopefully you guys can see this a little bit better. So we can do like affiliate stuff, right? Again, this is a very quick review here. We can do BizOp / network marketing / MLM. All right, we can do that. We can also do CPA. All right, so we can go to like CPA networks, which is can be very lucrative, and we can actually promote offers, right? We can partner, so to speak. We can align ourselves as marketers with Fortune 500 companies, with companies like Apple, with companies like insurance companies and solar and even business opportunity companies, health and wellness, all that stuff. And we can promote their offers and either drive traffic to get an opt-in. To where we're getting paid for every single opt-in, or drive traffic for somebody to fill out a form, we'll get paid, or somebody to buy something, right? So it's very easy. Not a lot of people know how to do this because it's a lot of our, like you and me right here are this market. We're playing in this arena right here a lot. Okay, so this is like our area, and that's fine, right? You can make a whole bunch of money in this area if you want. This is super easy when you know how to do. We're going to talk a little bit more about this a little bit later on, okay? So hang on. So thing number two, what we need is we need a system and a strategy and We talked about this in the second video and the third video a lot, okay? And I actually showed you specific examples, so I'm not gonna repeat myself. If you haven't watched that video, I suggest you go back. When you have an opportunity, go back and watch that video. It's gonna be a big eye opener to a lot of people, right? I do wanna talk about a couple things in specifically here in this category, because I've been getting questions like, Vic, where do we go exactly to create our landing pages, our funnels, all that stuff. So I do want to cover that, because I did not have enough time to cover that that kind of information in the previous videos. All right, so we're going to cover that. Okay, so we need system strategy. A strategy is going to be basically how do we position ourselves as marketers head and shoulders above the competition, which is again the stuff we covered in the video. So there's positioning, okay, and there is also tools. So I'll tell you, when you're talking about tools, there is really two things we need there. Hopefully you can see this, right? So the tools, I need to have a landing page, okay, a custom landing page, and I need to have some sort of a pre-frame page, okay? Not necessarily a bridge page. There's a lot of people teaching about bridge pages, to where you basically shoot a quick video and saying, hey, my name is Vic, thank you for opting in, I'd like to show you something cool. That can work, and that's fine. That's going to give you a little bit of a bump in conversions. Cool. You can do that. I don't want to go for incremental improvements. You see what I'm saying? Like when I step into a marketplace, right? If I start something, I don't want to do incremental improvements. Like if somebody's converting at 2%, I don't want to create myself a bridge page and convert at 3%, right? You're being just like another marketer, and you don't want to look like another marketer. You want to come, you want to step in, you want to disrupt whatever they're doing. You want to, literally create, have this massive breakthrough and dominate, right? That's the whole title of this training series is total domination engineering. How do you do that? So for me, pre-frame page works way better than a bridge page, okay? And we will talk a little bit about that in here a little bit in a few minutes, okay? Let me just make sure you guys are still with me. I don't want to talk to the camera, right? Just by myself here I want to make sure you guys hear me. All right, you guys can still hear me? Let me know. Give me a quick why. Thing number 3, what we need is traffic, okay? When it comes to traffic, I had some of you guys attended that webinar that I did the other day, and I give you access to a whole bunch of traffic sources and where you can tap into other people's lists. Traffic is never an issue, okay? Don't focus on getting traffic to something that you don't know is going to convert, okay? This stuff, number 1, number 2, is way more important than traffic. When you have this working, when you have your system and it's converting and you tested it out, you can literally spend $50, run a quick Facebook ad, right? $50, $20. You can spend $100 and run a solo ad in somebody else's list, something that you can do very, very quickly and see results very quickly. And when you see your conversions, right, and your conversions working out fine, you're getting your subscribers on your list, then you can scale traffic like crazy because you're not shooting in the dark, okay? And we will be talking a lot about that, right here, and also the as we go move forward here. I'm just looking at your comments here. If you look at me down here, I actually have another computer here with the comments so I can see what you're talking about, right? I want to make sure that I give you guys relevant stuff here. I don't want to just talk and talk about stuff that I think is relevant. I want to talk about stuff that you need to hear, right? And most importantly, it's going to make a difference for you in your business, okay? So this is basically the 3 things that we need, okay? If you haven't watched all those 3 videos, go back and watch them. Okay, guys, I have been getting tons and tons and tons of questions lately, or probably over the last, ever since releasing video number 2, to be quite frank with you. People asking about, Vic, we get the big picture. Can you help us? We're going to talk about that in just a moment. Okay, so let's talk about, I want to break some numbers here. I want to run some statistics. So let's say if you want to make $5,000 a month, okay, what do you need? Well, let's say if you have a product and you're selling a product and the affiliate commission on the product is, let's say, $100. Okay, how many sales do you need if you're if your sales commission is $100. We need 50 sales. Okay, so let's just assume our sale commission per sale is $100. Okay, let's say we're promoting a product. We're making $100, which is very, very easy to find out there right now. Okay, there are some products that will pay you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 in commissions. There are some products you can go to CPA networks, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that later. Hang on, when we talk about the 5K challenge, I'm going to blow your mind. Right? I kid you not. I'm going to share with you and show you something that you will not sleep tonight. So if those guys who are like up at 4 o'clock in the morning, hang on, because you might not go to bed again, all right, after hearing what I'm going to tell you. Good stuff. All right, so we need 50 sales, okay? What I'd like to do a lot is I like to reverse engineer my numbers. So if I want to make $5,000, and a lot of people think, well, 5,000, where do I start? How do I go about it? What's step number one? How do I break this down? Your mind will give you all the answers, right? If you just backtrack a little bit. So my little, strategy for setting my personal goals and running my campaigns is how much money I want to make, or what my monthly goal is, or sales goal, whatever, and then how many sales. In this case, I need 50 sales, okay, times $100 will give me $5,000 a month, and I want to do that consistently. Now, for me to get 50 sales, this is a number I'm focusing on. See, I just went from 5,000 down to 50. See what I'm saying? So it's in your mind, it's a lot easier to deal with number 50 than 5,000. It's a lot smaller, right? So what do we need then? So let's say if I am going to be promoting, if I'm going to be sending traffic directly to a product, like most marketers are doing, my conversion rate is going to be maybe 1%. On average, industry is about 1%, okay? So the approach that I showed you in videos 1 through 3 so far, okay, this approach gets me at least, if I promote somebody else's product, and I showed you guys some, specific, one of my funnels in video number 3. Hope you saw that. But this approach gives me a minimum double-digit conversion number. So I'm talking 10% plus. Okay, and in fact, if I get 10% conversion rate on somebody else's product by implementing this strategy right here, landing page to pre-frame page, right? The stuff that I explained to you, I'm going to tweak it because I'm not happy with that. I typically want to see my conversion rate on that kind of stuff to be 20% and above. Okay, like with the 48-hour cash machine, funnel I showed you in the last video, that conversion rate, I was converting it almost 30%. Okay, on a $197 product, and I was earning $100 commissions per sale. Okay, let's be super conservative over here, right? Let's just say that, 10% sounds like unrealistic, which is not, okay? But okay, I'll just play along with you, right? So let's say that your conversion rate is going to be, let's say 5%, okay? Which again, if you don't get 5% conversion rate by following what I'm showing you, you're doing something wrong, something seriously wrong, all right? So I'm just gonna say, my conversion rate is gonna be 5% here. How many opt-ins do I need per month to hit this 50 sales per month mark? Does that make sense? So I would need 1,000 opt-ins, don't I? I think, if my math is right, right? So 1,000 leads. Okay, so I need 1,000, not beads, 1,000 leads per month. So this becomes my focus now, right? 1,000 leads per month. Now, if my conversion rate, because you're sending traffic to your landing page over here, right? And then they go through the pre-sale and then the pre-frame process, and then they convert. So I'm gonna do everything I can, right, to hit 1,000 new fresh leads every single month in my autoresponder consistently. Okay, now that becomes my goal. The landing page that I'm sending that traffic to in order to get the lead, let's say my landing page, again, be super conservative over here. Let's say that's only going to convert at, pick the number, say 25%, which is very, very, it's like bottom line conversions, okay? So let's say 1,000 leads. In order for me to get 1,000 leads divided by 25% conversion rate on my landing page, I need, 4,000 visitors, okay? 4,000 visitors per month. Now, anybody got a calculator? Because I'm not that good at math. So hold on one sec here. 4,000 visitors a month I never try to do math on camera, and especially live, tell you that. 4,000 4,000 visitors a month divided by 30 days, okay, let's say. We need 133 visitors a day, okay? 133 visitors a day. Are you with me? So for me to hit, okay, for me to hit $5,000 a month, and this is me being very, very super conservative, okay, I need to get 133 visitors a day, providing, or considering I'm promoting an offer that pays me $100 commissions per sale. You guys with me on this? Okay. One sec. I'm gonna refresh because I want to hear y'all. Okay. Awesome. Now you can see this, yeah? Yeah, sure we can. So every single day, okay, including Saturday, including Sunday, every single day, my goal now, I just shifted from this something that's way out there, I have never done, 5,000, maybe like a lot of money, to all I need to do is I need to get 133 people to see my landing page, okay? Ultimately, at the end of the day, I'll have 50 sales a month, at least, bottom line, that will produce me at least $5,000 per month. And I'll tell you this, you'll probably see a lot better conversions, okay? Maybe just getting started, if you just follow this, and you follow if you go back, if you need to go back and watch videos 1 through 3 again, just pick up that psychology and just really try to dissect it. Listen, I'm not telling you this just to waste your time. This is scientific. It's been proven, right? It works, okay? How many of you guys think now that this is actually easier to achieve, right, than focusing on 5,000 per month? Okay, 133. Now the question becomes is, how do I get, right? What's my strategy to get 133 visitors per day? What can I do, right? What can I do to get 133 visitors per day? Well, number one, I can do, depending on what you're promoting, right? You can do social media for free, right? You can do, you can buy some ads. You can run some, some media buys, right? We can run some banners. You can deploy a banner, and one banner deployed in the right place, right, in front of right targeted people, that can run for like a month, right? That one banner alone can generate 133 visitors per day. Okay, I've done it over and over and over again. So getting 133 visitors a day, just what you do is just strategize. We're not going to go into this specifically here. That's something I'm going to train you, as we progress here together. But I'll teach you and actually show you specifically, actually work with you if you want, to hit this number right here. Okay, it's not difficult at all. Right? You can do this, and I don't care if you're just getting started. You can do this, right? And we're not even talking about layering over the regenerative traffic and all that stuff we talked about in video 2. This thing can get crazy. That's how, when you hit 5,000 a month, and then you layer over some strategic stuff that I'm, talked about, in video 2, and something, HD Elite members, some of you guys are here as well. Some things that you guys will see coming up here into High Traffic Academy Elite. It's gonna blow your mind, because what you're doing here is you're building your list, all right, like crazy, 1,000 new fresh leads every single month. Second month, you have 2,000. Third month, in 90 days, you have at least 3,000 leads, right? And then this thing starts to snowball on you, because you can go back to your list and you can offer and you can run related offers, right? And you can give them more value. You can connect with them. That's more advanced stuff that we teach in High Traffic Academy. I'd love to teach you if you want. But that's that. Does this make sense, everybody? Okay. I just wanted to break it down, simplify it for you. What are some of the tools? Let's say if you wanted to do this yourself. Okay, here's what you can do. I'm just gonna very quickly go through this. Number one is for landing page creators. Okay, you can just Google landing page creators. Inside of High Traffic Academy, we have one that we created a few years ago. Works great today. You guys get it for free. There is also another one. There's something that we're developing again that you guys, High Traffic Academy guys will be getting access to. But let's say if you are just gonna do this yourself, you say, Vic, I'm just gonna start tomorrow. Where do I start? Number one thing is once you have identified your product, you need to identify and get yourself a landing page creator of some sort of a funnel builder. There's click funnels. There's 10-minute funnels. There's Megaphone. There is Kajabi. Let's see, off the top of my head, you can go to like Get Response and you can create some landing pages from Get Response, right? It's going to cost you some money to do that, right? You can buy these tools, and these are different tools. So if you just do your Google search, right, and just do your due diligence, you'll find there's plenty of them out there, right? Just kind of think a little strategically if you want, if you're going to do this yourself, okay? A lot of people have been asking me, they've been asking, they see the big picture, and they have been asking, they've been saying things like, Vic, how do we, can you help us put this together, right? And one sec here. This thing just all of a sudden stopped. Can you guys still hear me? I want to make sure you guys still hear. Make sure we didn't break this Google Hangout or this chat roll. Okay. Yeah, there was tons of them. Okay. Okay, nice. So yeah, it stops from time to time. I think we got like almost 1,800 people in the room here. Okay. Yeah, there's lead pages. There's another one, right? Right. Cool. So let's move forward. I want to talk to you guys about the second thing, which is, man, I gotta tell you, it's been crazy. Okay, and I'm just gonna spend just a few minutes on it. I want to introduce you guys to some people here as well, and I'm just gonna address this because it's been ridiculously crazy. We've been bombarded with questions and emails, and my Facebook has been blowing up. And if I did not respond to you, I apologize. It's not because I don't. I'm just this guy who doesn't care. I do care. Hopefully, you can feel that can come across, but I just don't have the time, and I don't want to babysit my business, right? And I'm getting like 100+ messages a day just on Facebook. That's on a good day, and I just physically don't have the time to respond to everybody. So guys, don't take it personally, if you don't hear back from me on Facebook, right? But let me show you something over here. I want to actually take you and do a screen share. And I want to talk to you about, because this is a big question that a lot of people have, and we need to address it. So this is the kind of messages that we have been bombarded with, okay? And I do want to spend a few minutes on it, and I think a lot of you guys will be very, very excited about some of the things I'm going to show you here. So please tell me, when can I purchase High Traffic Academy 2.0? Desperately need a way to make money, all right? Here's another one. How can I join HTA? Here's another one. I was wondering when HTA 2.0 is going to be released. Will I get an email? Hey, when does High Traffic Academy open up again? I want to join. When we'll be able to join High Traffic Academy 2.0? I have watched several videos, and it's also totally awesome. I would like to join High Traffic Academy. The reason I'm showing you this is not to, guys, there's a reason for me to show you this, and I'm going to cover that. I want you to pay attention and read between the lines of what I'm going to tell you right now, okay? You can listen to it, but you can also listen to it and be very, very smart about listening to me right now, and you can read between the lines, because this is what you want to engineer in your promotions. When I was promoting somebody else's product as an affiliate, I get the same responses from the marketplace. How do you dominate? You engineer your promotions and campaigns in a way that gets you these types of responses, right, for what you do. You will never, ever, ever, ever have to worry about chasing after people. And when everybody's trying to, push their stuff and shove the product down people's throats out there, typical marketers, all right, you just sit back and you get messages like this. And it's a whole lot easier to do business, don't you think? Right? Look at this. Hello, Vic. I want to join High Traffic 2.0. How can I do that? Right? I will be early bird for HTA. Right? Hey, count me in for your coaching program. How can I become a member of High Traffic Academy? This person right here, it was a Facebook post, and I just a few screenshots, guys, that I took. This person is saying, I want to buy now, buy now, buy now. Don't even need the video number 4. Okay. Really, 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 it's like 15 reallys over here. Awesome stuff. I appreciate that. Hey, thanks, Paul, for the feedback. I want to jump in to do HTA 2.0. Bottom line, here's why I'm showing you this. Okay, guys, this stuff works. Okay, let me ask you a question, and don't give me an answer, because that's what a lot of people will say, but really think for yourself. How would you realistically, right? And I don't know where you are right now. I don't know your business situation. I don't know your money situation. I don't know what you want to do, what you've done, what you're going to do, what your goals are. I don't know any of that stuff. But how many of you realistically would like to engineer your business to be getting that kind of response from your marketplace, right? Whatever you're promoting. Okay? Would you really like to do this kind of stuff? Okay? See, what I showed you in video number 1 through 3, okay, so far, and including, you know, this kind of stuff, you can take this information, you can apply it, you can run with it. This is the kind of stuff, again, if you watched all the 3 videos, right, this is the kind of stuff that you don't typically find out there, right? I want to do one thing. I want it to be totally transparent with you guys, right? Because, again, I know where my success comes from. And it's not because I'm this smart guy. I was fortunate enough to learn it. I was, you know, smart enough to apply and run with this stuff, right, and create my own perspective. But I realized, you know, my success, there is an abundance, and it's not, you know, that's why I'm sharing with you the stuff that virtually nobody else is going to share with you. You know, if you watch the 3 videos, again, if you didn't watch the 3 videos, it might not make sense. So I suggest you actually watch those videos. But if you want to take your learning, if you want to take your situation, right, and if you want to take it and go pro with it, okay, I want to take a few minutes here and talk to you about, you know, what you can do and how we can do it together. Okay, High Traffic Academy, I've been very, very transparent with you in video number 3 if you watched it, right? And I told you, Total Domination Engineering is a lead magnet for High Traffic Academy. How many of you guys caught that? Okay, you guys caught that? So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to be doing a marketing experiment and a marketing test together with you. And I'm being totally transparent with you. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing every step of the way. Why? Number 1, you can model it, right? And I hope you do, because this stuff is going to work. Number 2, I'm going to tell you something because my desire is to help you, right? A lot of you guys have been, you know, emailing us, and you're really desperate to really have your breakthrough, and we're going to talk about it, right? And I do want to genuinely help you. But we got to the point to where you're going to make a decision, right? Do you want to take the information you got for free with Total Domination Engineering, apply it, run with it? Great, you can run with it yourself. Or do you want to take it further and go pro with it, right? And if you want to become a student and work with us, and you want me to coach you further on this kind of stuff, and we really dive deep into this, right? And we take it to a whole nother level. Okay, so I'm going to take a few minutes here and talk about High Traffic Academy for those of you guys who have asked, because we've been getting hundreds of emails per day. The reason I wanted to I literally segmented the list of people who watched video number 3 and invited only those people instead of inviting the 38,000 people, you know, who are going through the videos, is because I want to do something, you know, the challenge I've been talking to you about in the beginning, right, that I'm going to tell you here in a few minutes. I'm going to be releasing and deploying something that is very, very, something that can realistically, I believe, again, I'm not going to promise you, I'm not going to guarantee you stuff, but I genuinely believe can absolutely transform your life and do it very, very quickly. And more importantly, we can do it together. I'm going to talk to you exactly, I'm going to lay out the plan, right, in a few minutes. Before we do that, I want to talk about High Traffic Academy. So what's going on over here? So High Traffic Academy is a program that I have been, that I founded. It was back in 2012. We had 1.0 version, right, in 2012, and you know, it was phenomenal. There's some beta members over here with High Traffic Academy 2.0. Some of you guys go back with me. How many of you guys got High Traffic Academy 1.0? How many of you guys saw that? Yeah. Had a lot of people having massive breakthroughs, and that was very, very satisfying, you know, to me. And that was great, right? When I released that product, I was basically just sharing with people some of these strategies that I was using in my business at that time, you know, 2012. And it worked. So then there was a product that I created for a network marketing company called Internet Traffic Formula. And so I saw the need in the marketplace for a traffic and conversions product. And when I became a member of this community called Internet Marketing, this was back in 2005, I deliberately made a decision to not be just like another marketer. I literally wanted to become and, you know, study and do everything I possibly could to become really, really, really good at this traffic and conversion stuff. Because realistically, that's all if you just learn traffic and conversions and you master it, like when you truly understand it, like, you know, when you think about something, like when you look at the computer or when you drive a car, you know, for the first time you're driving a car, the thing is like all over the place. It's like the car is controlling you. Right, and you're afraid to touch, you know, something, right? It's like feels like the car is controlling you, but then you get a hang of it, and then you start controlling the car, right? First time you're using a computer, it can be a little bit overwhelming, a little bit intimidating, but then you get good at it, and then it's like no big deal, right? Same thing happens when you run your business. And the two things you need to master is traffic and conversions. Product, this stuff right here, is irrelevant. As long as you believe in it, as long as it's good, there's plenty of them out there, okay? If you believe in something, pick it, you enter, you step in, you dominate. When you know traffic and conversions, stuff we talked about in the last 3 videos. So I deliberately studied traffic and conversions like there was no tomorrow for the last 10 years. And Internet traffic formula proved the point that, there was a huge gap in the marketplace of people struggling because of the traffic and conversion. So, we created Internet traffic formula. It was a massive success. It was a huge launch. I think a lot of people made 6 figures. I think some people made, $300,000, $400,000 just promoting that product. And it was only up on the market for like 5 days. It literally was on the market for 5 days, and it pulled out, and it's not coming back. Okay, so those guys who have been asking about the Internet traffic formula, is it coming back? The answer is no, it's not coming back. It's off the market. It did, that particular promotion, I think it did like 3.6 million or something like that in like 5 days. It was good, right? So, then I was, promoting, building stuff and just being in the trenches, and just kind of got deviated from teaching all this stuff and being deliberate about it. High Traffic Academy 2.0, the idea of High Traffic Academy 2.0 is now I'm looking back, since 2012, when the 1.0 version became available. And I said, you know what? Let's take a look at what worked. Let's take a look at what needed to be tweaked a little bit. And let's take a look at what the market wants, and let's really do something great here, okay? There is no true one-stop traffic and conversions, high-level education type training in our industry. And yet everybody, doesn't matter what they're promoting, that's what they want, that's what they need. So I said, with High Traffic Academy 2.0, let's take the concepts and let's blow it out of the water, right? Let's blow it out of the park. And so how we're going to do that? The question is, how do we literally become a channel that transforms people's lives? And how can we make a big impact in the industry? Starting with the internet marketing and the industry and this niche that we know of, that we're a part of. Okay, and so here is the power of intention. Okay, anything you do in business when it comes to getting traffic, again, if your intention is, I'm going to get 133 visitors a day, and that's what I expect. That's my expectation, and I intend that, right? And I believe I'm going to have that, and I'm going to do what I can from my side. And you just know that this is going to happen, and therefore that's going to happen, right? Your intention is very, very powerful, and I can speak to you on that for 3 hours straight. Okay, because every single thing that I've ever intended truly came about. Okay, with High Traffic Academy, I said, how can we really take it, a step higher, right? Step it up. And so one thing led to another, I meet with some people, and somebody introduces me to somebody else, and it's as if magic happens, right? You get to meet people, and people just come together with, the right people come together to help you with your vision. And so what we're doing with High Traffic Academy 2.0 now is we're literally creating the world's first true marketing educational institution type school for marketers and entrepreneurs, right? So what we focus on is we focus very, very heavily on a couple things. Immediately, we focus on traffic and conversions, okay? So there are several things we focus on. We focus on what do you do, how do you very strategically, very intelligently build your capture pages, right? We give you the tools, we give you the resources. How do you focus on building your pre-frame pages, okay? How do you do that? Really teaching you and working with you to make sure that you understand that. How do you get traffic, okay, to your stuff? So you're building your list. And then how do you convert your traffic, your list, into buyers and moreover repeat customers? So as you're building your list, right, as your list grows, how do you talk to them in a way strategically, and how do you run your business so that you become this really, really attractive magnetic persona on the marketplace in your niche? Does that make sense? So that's what High Traffic Academy, and we also added something called advanced section to where we really take things to another level. And, I know what I know. I know quite a bit of things, right? to get me the, the kind of results that I want to get in whatever, I'm promoting. But I only know so much. So for us to really take High Traffic Academy to the level we really see it and really become one day, why not become a truly accredited institution? That's the big vision. I'm just going to, give you guys little seeds ahead of time, right? So you can start thinking about it. But bottom line is this. What we were able to accomplish is great. And I'm very, very happy for a lot of our students, right? Starting from this point on with High Traffic Academy 2.0 release, we're literally blowing all that we have been doing before this out of the water, okay? And so now not only do you get to learn from Vic about what Vic knows, but you also get to learn from HTA faculty members, okay? And in fact, what I would like to do is take a few minutes here and introduce you guys to some of the HTA faculty members right now. And I'm actually here at the California office, and we have a few some of the faculty members over here, and then I'll be bringing somebody over via Skype here in a few minutes, and he's from New York, I think, but we'll bring him on over here. So I'm going to introduce a few people here. First person I'm going to introduce to you guys would be Mr. Jason McLane. So Jason, you want to come up over here? And guys, let's give Jason
All right, buddy.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
You look sharp.
It's what we do in California. Sometimes you have to, get dressed in the morning and put clothes on.
Yeah. So, hey, can you guys hear this okay? See, I'm a marketer, right? And I'm like shorts and like, t-shirt kind of guy, right? But I mean, I deal with like computers and pre-frame pages and landing pages and all that stuff. Nobody really see. I don't have any customers coming in. What you guys do is you're like a high level, marketing consulting firm to people whose pockets are really, really deep.
We're an agency. People call us that.
Right. So let's talk about this. So Jason he's a very dear friend and a super awesome guy, which I'm sure you'll find out very soon. You're the founder and CEO of McLane Concepts, which is a high level agency. You want to talk a little bit about what you guys do?
Sure. McLane Concepts, in essence, is a digital agency. Mm-hmm. We do everything from the offline world, which is radio, television, print, things of that nature for clients. And we build technology for clients. They call us up and say, hey, I've got an idea of building something on the web. I want to build a new technology, new system. So we've got an in-house technology team, designers, email marketers, and companies call us up to basically handle their entire business strategy online, and in essence, be their chief marketing team. That's what we do.
So you work with companies or individuals also?
We work with firms. Usually it's a company who's got a company that has an idea, maybe it's a thought or a process. Individuals come to us on occasions. For the most part, we're the gun for hire that you reach out to say, I'm making this much money a month, or this is my business strategy, my concept. Right. I need a solution to take me into the digital world, or I need a solution to help me to grow this organization. Some of our clients are insurance agencies that do $70 million a year. Other clients are everyone from an ammunition company that likes to shoot bullets to almost anything else you can imagine. So we've got a real wide array of organizations we work with that are looking for a new digital strategy.
Cool. So I want to ask you this, and I just want to put you on the spot here. So
sure.
What when we approached you and asked you would you be willing to become a faculty member of High Traffic Academy, because we want to bring, as a marketer, guys, High Traffic Academy just grew up. Okay, so for those guys who have been with us, who go back with us to 2012, right? We just grew up. Okay, I'll just put it that way. And what you're about to see coming out, we're gonna dominate. I like the word dominate. I like that word, right? We're gonna dominate. Most importantly, we're gonna change hundreds of thousands of people's lives. How we're gonna do that is I take a lot of ideas personally from outside of our industry. So I look at companies like Apple, mm-hmm. Google, Facebook. How do they start? What do they do? Right? What keeps them going? What are the strategies they're focusing on? How are they battling in their world? I look at like Donald Trump, right? How he runs his business, and I take a lot of those ideas from outside. A lot of times when you implement those here, right? You just it's not incremental changes or improvements. You literally leaps and bounds, right? And so with High Traffic Academy, what we're doing is we're bringing people who are literally the best of the best in the world at what they do, running, consulting a company that does 70 million a year, right? And bringing that level of education from marketing perspective, from brand design overall, into High Traffic Academy and teaching you how to apply that in what you do, right? Our little world right here. Do you think you can explode, right? I think so. That's the reason. So when we approached you, what attracted you? Why what resonated? Why did you?
Vic, I tell you, I started in the online space back in 1996 as an affiliate marketer. And that was back in the days of GoTo.com and Overture.com before Google even existed. And we were working on search engine ideas, and you could type in something like get good credit onto a search engine or put a web page for it, and you'll be number one no matter what you did. Right. And I realized that when I was a young marketer, I really had nowhere to turn. I had no idea how to engage it. And I made most of my family's revenue and fortunes literally living on the internet, building campaigns and building projects, doing the things that you're teaching now the people, and it resonated with me. It gave me a chance to say, how can I give back? How can I show the people who are watching these videos, watching these programs and engaging things that you have the potential to realize something amazing? And in doing so, what is a solution that you can engage? So I got excited about the idea of teaching what I've learned in 20 years in the online space. And I've built an agency behind every other aspect you can imagine. I've learned what needs to be done, and I just want to help. If I can give that knowledge and that solution and everything I've done in email marketing and online marketing, every aspect of the digital world to somebody else, I'm all over it and do whatever I can to help.
Awesome. So your level of expertise and what you do, what you guys are best at, literally you bring in not only Jason, but you're literally bringing your experience and your perspectives from running with all these different companies, is going to be tremendous. So I'm very, very happy. You might want to stay here. We may have some questions.
Sure.
So guys, Jason McLane, faculty member of High Traffic Academy. Virtual applause, everybody. Yeah, you guys. Let him hear it, folks. Let him hear some High Traffic Academy energy over here. Next person I want to introduce you to is Mr. Josh. And this guy is a dynamite. I've seen a lot of people do some really interesting things. Josh, welcome, brother. Welcome to the stage. Welcome to the stage. Yeah. I've seen a lot of people do magical stuff, virtually magical stuff, right? When it comes to their abilities and what they do, how they market. Until I met Josh and saw what this guy is doing. And you've been in the South Dakota office, flew you over shooting stuff. How many videos you shot? 70? I mean, it was tons.
Yeah, it was like almost 80 videos.
Almost 80 videos, like detailed training on what you do. And what do you do? Actually, I don't think we need this. Actually, we do, because I'm a visual guy. I want to erase this, because this is going to fire you guys up. Okay, so first of all, your role, you're the
chief marketing officer,
CMO of McLane Concepts.
Right.
And what you guys, your area of expertise is pay-per-click specifically.
Correct. Yes.
Right. So talk to us a little bit about, that world. What do you see out there, organic versus pay-per-click or paid search, that kind of stuff. You shared with me some statistics that kind of blew me away. I didn't, I focused on pay-per-click back in 2006, 2007. That was like super easy to get AdWords to get traffic from AdWords for like 10 cents a click. And then when Google slapped me pretty hard, right, I said, you know what, forget that. I'm out of here, man. I'm going to do a media buying. I'm going to do all that kind of stuff, other stuff, right? So I didn't really focus on pay-per-click until until we met, until I saw some of your stuff and what you guys are doing, and it completely blew my mind. I'm getting back to pay-per-click. And not only I'm not getting back to pay-per-click, but we're bringing that level of education, that level of expertise into High Traffic Academy. And a lot of you guys talk about pay-per-click and what do you see out there?
So pay-per-click marketing, especially, pay-per-click to be more specific, we're talking about pay-per-click in search engines. So Google and the Bing Yahoo network. In my opinion, as a traffic source origination point, pay-per-click marketing is the most effective. And the reason for that is that you're actually capturing every user that hits your site, you're capturing them at their point of intent, meaning they were actually looking for your product or service before they got on the internet, and then they went and did a search, and you're showing yourselves to them when they're actually intending to look at your product, which is different than running other forms of advertising like banner ads or even social media marketing where you're just hoping to capture their attention in passing. So you already know this user is looking for the product or service that you have, and your job is then to go through Vic's process, which he showed you with your landing pages and your conversion paths, and even starting before that in writing effective ad copy and building out robust and good quality attention grabbing ads so that they'll click on your ads prior or before going to one of your competitors. But some interesting facts about paid advertising in Google and Bing and Yahoo is that for keywords with commercial intent, meaning if your search query has the intention of buying it, if you're looking for clothes or shoes or a pet sitter or whatever it is, 65% of the search traffic in Google or Yahoo or Bing actually goes to paid advertising. So in the early days, it used to go for organic SEO strategy. Right. Nobody clicks on paid advertisements. In that same poll, they found that 45% of the people they polled didn't even know they were looking at an ad when they clicked on it. So if you're doing pay-per-click marketing correct, then it is, we've done some things that would blow people's minds with just pay-per-click marketing and then doing our back-end marketing.
That's something I want to ask. When I'm looking at somebody, and I expect you guys as well, to ask the same question. People Skype me all the time. This thing is beeping. So, when I look at somebody, somebody's talking to me about, hey, I'm good at this, I'm getting this kind of result. I say, you know what? I want to, what kind of result are you getting? Like, if I'm going to learn from somebody, there's a lot of blind leading the blind syndrome going on in this industry. You know what I mean? 92%, folks, 92%. I showed you statistics in the last video, in video number 3, when you watched that, right? I actually showed you statistics from a survey. 92% of people online right now, your peers, your people that trying to teach you stuff, are making less than $1,000 a month. 92%. Yet, about 80% of those people pretending to be somebody they're not and trying to teach you how to make $20,000 a month. Impossible, right? So naturally, I want to, somebody like Josh, I said, the first question for you was like, what kind of stuff you guys do? I mean, you're an expert, great. What kind of stuff you guys do? So you want to draw that little thingy?
Yeah. So
you showed me.
Jason had a project that he had worked on for many years, and it was just kind of running in the background and doing really well for him. In mid-2012, we completely relaunched and built an actual technology around this product and made it a new product in the same space. And we started in that project August 25th of 2012.
That's exactly right.
And in 2012, so we'll call it September to December, we did $91,000 in gross revenue in just that small time frame. We developed our marketing strategy in that time frame as well. So we weren't actually marketing that whole time. We built the strategy, launched our strategy, and did $91,000 in gross revenue. So this was 2012. In 2013, the following year, that for the calendar year, we did $1.5 million in gross revenue. So in 2012, we did 91,000, and we'll call it 2.5-3 months. And then the following year, we did $1.5 million in gross revenue. I'm not going to be able to reach this. In 2014, we did $3 million in gross revenue. So we effectively doubled what we did in 2013. So this was 2013. And this was 2014. And this was the predominant marketing strategy here was pay-per-click marketing. And we have a lot of marketing efforts that we employ after somebody has been to our site, but the traffic source origination, 95% of the time is pay-per-click marketing on these cells. This year in 2015, we're on track to do $6 million in gross revenue. for this one little project that we decided we were going to revamp something he had built and had been running for a long period of time. We took the pay-per-click strategy. We took what we call after marketing strategies, where once we've got the user on our site, a lot of them don't convert right away. So you have to have marketing strategies in place to keep yourself in front of them. But just as with pay-per-click as our predominant source of marketing, we built a $6 million a year company in 3.5 years.
So, sorry, we gotta say something?
So I said that same product is already on television now in about 90 days.
Yeah.
So that then takes us from the digital world to the mainstream world. And you can take that from 6 million up to 12, 15, 20 million. Now you are a contender. And every single online website, every single affiliate marketer's greatest dream is to start with $1,000 a day and find that stepping stone, step by step, whether it be through social media, digital marketing, pay-per-click marketing, and slowly but surely take it up to where you want it to be. And that is, frankly, the most exciting thing that you can get out of everything that's being brought together right here.
So pretty much 100% pay-per-click.
Yeah, call it 95 to be fair, but
95%. You guys do some retargeting on top of that.
Well, there's a lot of the distinction I'm drawing here is traffic source origination. So where the user came to your site, the first point they made contact with you.
So pay-per-click. Got it. So you guys want to hear something that's mind-blowing? That was to me. I'm like, you guys got to be selling a product that's like $5,000, per sale, per revenue, right? What's your average price point on the product you're selling? And this is one product.
The product.
This is not like a slew of like 50 different products or anything.
This is one product. It's $159.
100.
It's not a high price.
I'm gonna take this. $159 on average price point. One product. Kind of numbers. Now, question for you: Do you think you would have an edge over people who, by knowing this stuff, over people who have no idea how to do this kind of stuff? Well, when I see this kind of stuff, it's not average, it's extraordinary, it's not typical. And we don't want to be typical. You don't want to be typical. I don't want to be typical, right? So for you not to be typical, you got to associate with people who are not typical. You got to learn from people that are not typical, right? So that's why I wanted to have Josh as a faculty member inside of High Traffic Academy and literally have you teach this kind of stuff step by step. How do you do that? How do you take a product? How do you build landing pages? Everything we talk about, literally step by over 80 videos you shot so far, and he's just getting warmed up. But literally taking you and giving you like an MBA level education, right? And how to do this kind of stuff that you can apply it in what you do, right? Affiliate marketing, you can apply it to network marketing and literally crush it. Listen, the edge you have is unreal, okay? And so not even beta members, you guys didn't even get access to this kind of stuff yet because we're keeping it. It's about to go live here when we, release High Traffic Academy. You guys will see that coming out very, 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 very quickly, shortly after. So I'm personally very excited about that. Awesome. Josh, I appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You might want to hang out over here, maybe. I want to introduce another person.
Nice to meet you guys.
Mr. Angelo. And Mr. Angelo is... Welcome, Angelo. You look great.
Thank you.
What's up, baby?
You guys like
great.
Blue shirts, and I'm the gray shirt. Sending me in here.
We're looking at it this way. This is we're actually mimicking the weather we've had here in California. So yesterday was blue. Today's a little gray. It's rainy. Tomorrow it's going to be blue again. So we actually mapped that out.
Awesome. So, guys, virtual applause for Mr. Angelo. Angelo, I don't even want to steal your thunder.
Sure.
For what you do, and I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to screw it up because I know I'm not gonna do justice to the level of expertise and level of perspective that you bring to High Traffic Academy as a faculty member is unreal. Talk a little bit about your background. What do you do? Where you coming from?
Sure.
What you've been doing?
No, not a problem. So I'm currently, I'm still in the corporate world. I actually do something I really enjoy. I'm with the Coca-Cola company, and I manage a business segment for them for everything west of the Rockies. And it's basically, I run a business for them, everything involved with like marketing, finance, sales, all of those things. And, where I fit into the equation is you're like you mentioned a few minutes ago, right? You're creating extraordinary individuals.
Right.
And there may be somebody who's aspiring to what you mapped out earlier, in which maybe they're at zero or a few $100s and they want to get to that $5,000. And from 5,000, they want to get to 100,000. Well, here's the thing. Your members don't want to be just internet marketers, bumping around at several $1,000s a month. Eventually, they're going to want to become businesses, making something like this. I mean, this is the aspiration. Maybe not everybody can do this, but this is what the aspiration is. So at some point, you need to start thinking in terms of what does it take to be a business? You need to think about things like branding. Even actually, I would argue early on, you need to think about things like branding, because as you look to differentiate yourself out there in the marketplace, what makes you different from everybody else selling a similar product? I'm a real, my passion, one of my passions revolves around brand stories. What's the story of the brand? What brought you here? What brought you to Vic? Was it you got to a point in your life in which you said, hey, there's something better for me? Or was there something unfortunate that happened in your life that said, I need to do something to help my family, help myself, help my children? Whatever the story is, there's a reason why you're here and you put your trust in Vic. And the thing is, if you have that story, there's a lot of other people out there that have that story as well. And if you can create that story, you'll be able to connect with them, because rather than just being somebody out there offering a product or something, somebody's going to look at you and say, they had my issue, they did something, I can connect with that. And now there's a relationship there, there's a trust there that's going to allow them to follow you or purchase from you or, take counseling from you. Again, like you guys are doing from Vic. So, my goal is to kind of help give you some input about brand and how to do that. And hopefully, down the road, one of the other things is as we're building more and more businesses, provide insights on, what is the right way to structure a business? Eventually when it gets to the point and you're thinking about corporations and, how do you want to structure your banking and all of that types of things, hopefully I can provide some really good insights on that. I'm not a lawyer or CPA or not, but I mean, when you swim in this pond, as I have for almost 25 years, I think there's some good insights that I can at least provide that will allow your members to go out and seek counsel from the lawyers and the CPAs and stuff and ask the right questions. And that's, my goal. So
here's how I see it. A lot of times we marketers, right? We just, we're playing in this little sandbox, right? In our marketing world. We think we know something, we try to, we chase after the next, biggest and shiniest thing or whatever. How would you like to go from being just a regular marketer to running your marketing business like a business now? See, it's a whole paradigm shift. If you want to get business results, we got to operate like a business, right? From thinking, from, we learned from somebody who literally, runs a division of Coca-Cola, from marketing, it's phenomenal. So I'm personally very, very excited, Angela, to have you on board. Appreciate you. It's gonna be an awesome fun ride.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
So that's what you guys are gonna be learning from. Again, Angela is official, HDA faculty member. So very, very excited about that.
Thank you.
So cool. One other person I want to bring on to you guys. Let's see, make sure that everybody's still here. Okay, one other person I want to bring on is, he is not here in this particular office. He is actually way across the country, we're in California. He's in New York, I think. Dan, right? Are you in New York?
New York, baby.
New York, baby. How's New York these days?
Finally warm.
There you go. All right, so Dan, when we talk, I know what I know, right? Jason, what he brings to the table takes everybody to the next level. What Josh brings to the table takes everybody yet to another level. What Angela just brings everybody yet to another level, right? Why stop there, right? When we're marketers, we're talking about, a lot of what's on our mind is traffic. And big part of High Traffic Academy, especially Elite, is traffic generation at the level like nobody else is generating it. Okay, and hopefully you guys saw a little bit of a glimpse from watching videos 1 to 3, right? A lot of that stuff is going to come from data. Okay, so a lot of times we see these marketers selling us clicks. Okay, and we can go to them right now. We can buy those clicks, right? Have you ever thought about where is that click being originated from? Where does it come from? Where does it stem from? Right? And how can you potentially tap into that root of that click, that data, right? In other words, how can you aggregate data? How do you work the data? How do you become your own, mailer, right? How do you become your person that generates your own traffic to where you never have to depend on anybody, right? Not any broker, not any traffic reseller, not anybody. You can literally aggregate your own data. And so the person who is the most knowledgeable in this area is Dan. And so Dan, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to the virtual stage.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great to have you here, and I'm very excited to have you as a faculty member of HTA here as well. Talk a little bit about your background. Where are you coming from? When I think of data, I think of Dan, because this guy is data, powerhouse. We'll talk about that a little bit here. But give us a
Sure.
brief overview of who Dan is.
Sure. Thank you, Vic, and I'm honored. Thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of the faculty. I appreciate it, Jason and Josh and Carl and Angelo. Everybody's got their own place here, which is great, and I'm happy to contribute. So data's played a virtual role and a monetizing role in areas of my business that I didn't pay attention to for a while, and then all of a sudden I saw this common thread. So as a young realtor owning a real estate company, I was a broker owner of a real estate organization during the birth of the internet, when we went from paper books for MLS to online research and online advertising. When it was literally percolating. 1991, I got my real estate license, and by 1995, 1996, everybody was jockeying for position to try and figure out how to capture. And are homeowners actually going to look at pictures of homes? Are they actually going to search on the web? Is it the end of realtors as we know it? And I got to see the use of data and the proliferation of email, in a sense, play a large role in why real estate took off. And then I moved into the automotive industry, and I got to see the birth of Auto Trader and Cars.com and Cars Direct, when automotive dealerships around the country were looking at internet departments as just a way to deal with some of the geeks or some of the, the 1 or 2 percenters. And now it turns out in 2015, statistics are 99% of all automotive purchases by both men or women, it doesn't matter, originate online, 99%. I remember the day when it was 1%, and when dealership professionals and dealership principals said, nah, our internet department's only going to sell 2 or 3 cars. Now there are internet departments that do all of their sales and literally become the profit driver. And so data played a vital role in understanding the consumer. And there's been lots of other businesses that I've tapped into as a serial entrepreneur over the last 25 years, where I've paid attention to data and both aggregation, as you said, which is the collection of that data, understanding the intent of the consumer, what information did they provide, recognizing that data has certain inalienable power to it. How do we respond to the consumer's intent at the time that they signed up for something? And then ultimately, how do we build rapport and a relationship with that customer to find out what else would you be interested in? We did that in the home improvement sector, where a customer who may have signed up for a roofing quote just by building a level of rapport was more than willing to respond to a window opportunity or solar energy or some other type of process or product over the years. And we've sort of gotten away from the one-time quick hit, let me just sell them this one product, to let's build a relationship and drip market and build rapport with this customer over a life cycle. And then we can talk about the life cycle of our customer, not just from an email perspective, but from a relationship perspective, because we know who they are and we know what they are interested in. And that's really what gravitated and interested me. It was the analytics, it was the monetization, it was the psychological or psychometric connection between what a customer may have purchased previously and where I think they're going to go in the future. And so email data played a vital role in that world, but it's not just email anymore. It's what Josh is doing with pay-per-click. It's what Jason does as far as brand creation. It's what Angelo's doing as far as understanding that connection to the customer. And I think synergistically, we all are going to work together and build a platform and educate you in such a way that you become a master marketer, you understand brand power. I think many of Vic's, I was fortunate enough to participate with Vic and some of his Star Group members about 6 months ago, building your own personal brand power and recognizing how that really plays a role. I think all of those are really important at what we're doing, and that's why I'm really excited to be part of High Traffic Academy. It's because we're not just going to give them a handout, we're going to give them a hand up, and then we're going to add education on top of it. And so I think it's a phenomenal opportunity to teach people about email and about being a self-directed marketer rather than just going out with a checkbook and buying data or buying clicks from sources that, let's just say, we don't know the whole life cycle, we don't know the origin. And if I can teach you about origin generation, meaning we're going to originate, you're going to aggregate, you're going to be the point of contact for the customer, I think it's a much cleaner, and I think there's longevity in that process. I think you'll understand the power of your consumer, and you'll be able to market lots of different products and services over time to them. And they'll appreciate that, because that's ultimately the symbiotic relationship that advertisers have with their customers. And those are the ones that are hugely successful.
Awesome. So bottom line is, is learning how to create your own, your own traffic in a way. And that's the understanding of the data. And so that level of education, again, I believe is going to be very important to High Traffic Academy. And so that's why we're going to have Dan, as a faculty member over here with us. So Dan, very happy to have you, and welcome.
Thank you.
Excited to have you on.
Thank you. I'm very excited. Very excited.
Awesome. So I want to talk to you guys now. Let me take a look at some of these comments here. You guys are fired up. I want to talk to you about this 5K challenge I told you in the beginning, right? And we're like an hour and 30 minutes later, we're going to be getting into it now. No, I promise we're going to talk about it now, right after I get a sip of water here. Listen, talking for an hour and 15 minutes, you try it on camera live. I'm getting thirsty. All right. Listen, I'm going to erase this. You know what? I was gonna do Q&A, but I didn't think we're gonna have the time for it. So I think we'll just leave it up and we'll play by ear. Maybe we'll do Q&A. We'll bring you up again.
Sounds good.
On stage. All right. Awesome, brother.
Thanks.
All right. So I'm going to quickly erase this, and I'm going to talk to you guys about a little strategy, a little idea that I think can turn into something really, really, really big. And that's why I did not want to invite everybody. I literally wanted to invite a small segment of the list, because this is something we're going to do together, and you will have an opportunity to participate if you want to. Totally optional, but it's going to be available. And I think what I'm really excited about this is, from doing this in the past to a degree. Right now, what we can do is we can take a look at what worked, and do more of what worked, and eliminate some of the mistakes and stuff that didn't work really, really well, and just really fine tune it and really explode it and help you have that breakthrough. Okay, so a lot of as I was looking at your comments and your feedback and just response from the first 3 videos, there was a pattern, right? And the pattern that I've picked up is a lot of people are saying, I'm not making money, and from surveys and things like that. So I said, what can I do, right? What can we do with the power that we have here with High Traffic Academy, with all these faculty members, and bringing our experiences together? What can we do for the High Traffic Academy members to really help them create that breakthrough? And you know what? I just had this idea. I said, what if we do something and we call it breakthrough engineering, right? Breakthrough engineering. The goal is going to be very, very specific. Although no promises, no guarantees, folks. Got to be totally compliant. But the intentional goal, the intention here, right? What we're shooting for, very, very specific, locked in like a target, like there is no tomorrow, okay, is $5,000, okay? $5,000 to get you to $5,000 to do that initial push, and then turning this into a $5,000 per month, at least very minimum income, okay, for you, okay? How do we do this? You guys cool with this? We're going to start with something very, very realistic. I can talk to you about, how to generate $50,000 and totally possible. But, if somebody never made, more than $1,000, which is 92% according to the survey in this industry, let's start with 5,000, because when we can get you there, you can go to 10,000 just like that, 20,000 just like that. And applying all these strategies and principles and everything you're going to be learning is going to be phenomenal. Okay. Very, very doable. I have not done this before, so I am pretty confident this is going to work. But I'm going to totally be transparent with you. This is going to be an experiment and a test, right? So here's how we're going to do this. Okay, what if the stuff I talked to you earlier in this webinar? Hold on a sec here. Let me turn this volume down here. So the stuff I talked to you about earlier in the beginning of this webinar, okay, in this Hangout. To where you need a product, you need some tools, right? You need traffic, and you can deploy that and start making money. Okay. What if we did that together with you? Okay. And I literally worked with you together with our faculty members. We literally worked with you and helped you, literally pushed you if we needed to, right? But literally walked you through step by step with your hand in my hand virtually, right? And showed you a clear path and worked with you to help you hit $5,000 per month. How life-changing would that be to you, right? The idea behind that, I've been thinking a lot about it, and I've been strategizing and kind of backtracing and reverse engineering some things, some ideas, and how do we do this? And it's actually not that complicated. Okay, I mean, I've done it many times personally. We've done it before, right? And I really believe that we can do this together. Okay, how we're gonna do this is this. Okay, here's how we're gonna do this. Okay, what we need is let's just say. I showed you the diagram of the offer, right? So let's say, again, to get 5,000 per month, going back to my example there with the conversion numbers that I showed you, we need to focus, what was it, 133, I think, visitors a day, okay? 133 visitors a day. That's what we need. Now, let's say this is an offer, okay? This is an offer. I'm going to show you one scenario here. This is an offer that's going to get you paid, okay? Again, what you need here is you need some sort of a pre-frame page, okay? And you need an opt-in page. So literally you have your lead magnet, you have landing page, going to lead magnet to go into an offer, okay? If you watched video number 3, 48-hour cash machine, you know what I thought? I thought, you know what? That thing made me a ton of money. I mean, I was personally generating like $30,000 to $40,000 a month promoting somebody else's product on ClickBank, right? And then I replicated that system. People had to pay monthly to get access to it, but we had a lot of people making 5-figure per month income, so 10,000 plus per month consistently by promoting that system. That worked, right? And people build their lists, right? People build their lists. I'm not sure if you can see this. Hopefully you can. And it fueled, and resulted in more money in their bank account. Okay. You know what I thought to myself? I thought, you know what? I've done it before. It's too good not to bring it back again. Not necessarily that particular offer, right? But what if we took this approach and launched this 5K challenge and help you, right? Realistically get to 5,000 per month. Okay. What if we did that? Super easy. We've done it. And that hit me like a bag of bricks. I'm like, why don't we do it, right? So I got together with some partners here and faculty members, and I said, you know what? Here's an idea. What do you think? Everybody loved it, right? So I said, you know what? That's exactly what we're gonna do. And those of you guys who are HD Elite members, you guys will love it. You don't even know about this, right? But this is the approach. So what we do is we literally help you. We work with you. We give you the tools. Right, the very same tools that I personally use, we let you use that, okay, and help you build your landing page going to a lead magnet. Now, you say, Vic, I don't know what offer to promote. I don't know how to select an offer, and I don't know how to shoot this lead magnet. I don't know how to shoot videos. I don't want to shoot videos, right? How do I do this? Sorry if I'm screaming over here. I think my microphone volume is a little too high, so it might be scratchy. All right. What if I did this for you, right? What if I created a lead magnet for, let's say we had 10 different offers, 10 different cash machines, such as 48-hour cash machine, right? That had 10 different offers over here with 10 unique individual lead magnets and a whole funnel created for you that you can run traffic to. And we showed you how to drive traffic on a massive scale. Hopefully you got a little bit of an idea of how this can work, right? And we helped you make money. On the back end, you know what? This is you. All right? This is your bank account. And the focus is $5,000 per month. And I said, you know what? That's exactly what I've done with 48-hour cash machine. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right here for High Traffic Academy. So here's the plan. Okay. How many of you guys are excited about this? All right. I see Miles in the house. What's up, Miles? Stuart, Michael, Lilia, what's up, you guys? You guys like this idea? So that's the big vision, and this is the plan, right? Now let me walk you through some specifics here, right? You want to pay attention. All right, here are the specifics. People who are joining High Traffic Academy, when we open it, this is totally optional, by the way. Okay, guys, don't feel like the last thing I want to do is sound like I'm trying to sell you something over here. Okay, if you do want to take the information that you got from videos 1 to 3 and run with it, you will and can make a lot of money if you jump on it. That is more than enough that you need. Okay. If you want to take your education to another level and you literally want to lock arms and get in and work with us, not only myself, but the entire faculty of High Traffic and literally dominate and step to the level, to the realm that like very, very few marketers in this world are playing at, right? Then I'm going to look you in the eye in this camera, right? I'm going to look you straight in the eye. And here's what I'm going to tell you. Get into High Traffic Academy as soon as we open the doors. Here is why. Pay very close attention, okay? Why am I able to tell you this? Because I know what's inside, and I know what it's going to do for you. And if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, if you're sick and tired of struggling, right? If you're ready for your breakthrough, you cannot afford to miss this opportunity. But it's totally optional. I cannot make you do it. You're going to have to do it yourself, okay? Here are the specifics. For people, I want to make the most impact on you as possible, okay? The reason I'm not going to do this publicly because, listen, there's hundreds of thousands of people watching the videos. You know, we have 30, almost 40,000 people currently, actually, who have opted in, right, and are in the funnel, okay? And it's growing every single day by the thousands, okay? We want to eliminate competition on this thing, and I want to get you the maximum result possible. To do that, we have to limit access to this. And that's why I did not invite everybody, because we're going to take a test group and we're going to do this as an experiment together. And you'll have an opportunity to be in one of those, literally the first in the test group. If you're a beta member of High Traffic Academy right now, you guys will be able to have access to this kind of stuff. Okay. If you would like to join High Traffic Academy when we open the doors, and by the way, more details coming out here in a few minutes. Okay. You will be able to participate in this pretty much right away. Okay. Here's the idea. Regular members of High Traffic Academy, there is 2 sections to HTA. Okay, 2 sections. There is regular membership. You become a member. All right. We'll talk about price points here in a second. I'll actually give you the price points. I'm not going to try to, what's the terminology there? Walk around the bush or whatever they say, right? I'm gonna tell you exactly what it's going to take to get into High Traffic Academy in a minute, and then I'm going to tell you something that's really cool. Regular members will get 1 cash machine available right away. The reason for that is because I would like for you to make money fast. Okay. Why? Because you know why? Because you're going to change your life. I want to make an impact. And the reason we're investing crazy money into offices and technology and faculty members and all that stuff that we're doing in the background of HTA is for one simple fact. I believe we can make this industry better, and it starts with one family, one person, one market at a time. It's totally possible. You just have to know how to do it right. Okay, you guys with me? So here's the idea: regular membership of High Traffic Academy, you guys will be able to get access to to one cash machine. Okay. Now, HTA Elite, which is a second area of HTA, which is really where you want to be at, I'll tell you, right? Really where you want to, go for is HTA Elite, and we'll tell you more about that in details. You guys who are Elite members, you will have access to multiple. Jason, how many offers can we create this for? Over 10, 15?
Today, at least 25.
Today, at least 25. Okay. And then it's growing. So as we progress, we literally create these cash machines and literally allow you to virtually, I say virtually print money if that's what you want, because that's really, you just feed it with traffic. If I can create this for you, if I can create your lead magnet, your landing page for your lead magnet, link it to the offer, replicate it, and give you access to it, saying, hey, here's your cash machine, go run it, you will make money. You will make money. Okay. All right. This is the idea for HTA Elite. Okay, for HTA Elite, you'll have that, but you'll have multiples of that. Here's another idea: there is CPA offers. Okay, so for example, here's a CPA offer on, in insurance. For example, here is health insurance, here is car insurance, here is home insurance, for example, right? There's different CPA offers over here. Let's say we tap into a CPA network, which, by the way, High Traffic Academy, we've cultivated an exclusive relationship with a very high-end CPA network, and we'll get you guys in as an elite member with no cost, okay? So let's say these offers here, how do you structure your promotion? How do you structure your cash machine, your campaign, so that you're monetizing that as much as possible? You're building your list, right? And you can come back to that, and pretty much print money anytime you want later. But most importantly, you're making results. So what you do is you do it like this, okay? Whatever offers over here that you want to promote, you group them together. You have one central lead magnet for them, okay? Lead magnet. And that lead magnet is being preceded by a landing page. So typically in CPA world right now, okay, if you're going to run CPA offer, whether it's just a single email submit or buy or form submit or whatever, you just have to run traffic directly to a CPA offer, okay? You can't really do this, right? Because you can't, like a CPA offer will not allow you to have landing page unless, you do it, you pre-frame it. But what if we took this, right? We group these offers together. Let's say 3, 4, 2, 5, whatever, right? However many fits. And then we create a landing page that's compelling, that's generic enough, but that's compelling for whatever is going on over here. And we funnel them. When they opt in, they actually go to your list. Okay? Not my list, not these offers list, your list. You're building your list in a particular niche, in a particular genre. Does that make sense? Whether it's health, whether it's insurance, whether it's solar, whether it's biz up, whether it's health, whether it's whatever, right? Pet, pet stuff, that kind of stuff, right? So you have this cash machine, and this lead magnet is also created by myself or one of the faculty members, right? That's converting for any one of these offers, right? Let's say somebody over here submits an email, right? You can potentially get paid. I know we have access to one of the offers right now, $1.25 per email submit. You don't even have to sell anything. All you need to do is you just pre-frame this offer here, and we create it strategically so that when they get here, they're already ready to go, right? So they just boom, they submit an email. Every single email submit $1.25. If you can get traffic for, let's say, if you get traffic for 40 cents or 30 cents or 8 cents, like some of the methods we're teaching you inside of High Traffic Academy right now, that's really, really hot. 8-cent traffic. Okay, you can get traffic for 8 cents over here, and they go through the list and they opt in here, and you're turning 8 cents into $1.25. You think you can make some money? You see what I'm saying here? Moreover, as you're building your list, you're now in control of your entire marketing. This is like a business in of itself, right? Because you can come back to your list and you can say, you know what? Here is another thing for you to look at. Here is another thing for you to look at, and maybe there's another offer over here, right? That matches these, right? And then you just send simple email saying, hey, take a look at this. Boom. You're printing money on demand. That make sense? I want to make sure you guys are with me here. Okay, so that's the idea. Now, for High Traffic Academy elite members, those of you guys who are elite members, we'll have this, and we actually already have these aligned, being aligned. We'll have 25 as of today, and then we'll have multiple. So you guys will literally have access to, it's not going to be available for like tomorrow. Right, we're building on it. This is exactly what we're focusing on 1,000% right after opening the gates of High Traffic Academy. Okay, I'm telling you, what you can expect, and what's to come. So the challenge here is to help you get to 5,000 per month and scale from there. Okay, is that cool or cool? Okay, now let's talk about some of the expectations, price points, all that stuff. I want to be totally transparent with you guys. Man, we've been going on here for 1 hour and 30 minutes, and we need to wrap up. Here is the plan. Okay, here's the plan. I will be opening up High Traffic Academy registrations in, what's today? Probably 3 or 4 days, okay? You want to watch your email like there is no tomorrow. Here is why. High Traffic Academy, main course, okay? The main entry step into the High Traffic Academy. We're actually going back and forth on this, but eventually it's going to be somewhere about $5,000. When we open the doors, it's $2,000. We're not changing the price point from HTA 1.0. Okay, it's $2,000. I was able to convince, the partners. Now we have, a couple partners in High Traffic Academy, and so I was able to convince them to keep it at that. Worth every penny. Okay, now we've added faculty, all this stuff. Worth it. Now here's what I'm going to do for you, because you have been through video 3. Okay, and you guys got to this point. You want to pay very close attention, okay? When we open the doors to High Traffic Academy, in the next, few days, watch your email. I'm not going to tell you exactly what date yet, okay? Watch your email. I want you to be on the lookout for my email. I want you to be literally on the edge of your seat, because this thing, I don't want to have floods of people getting this at a discount, because, hey, there's the company needs to make money as well, right? But I'm willing to do this to help you out. When you get an email saying HTA is open, you have 2 hours. 2 hours to get in if you want to get in. Totally optional. You don't have to if you don't want to. But 2 hours, if you get in within 2 hours, you get 75% off. Okay? So you can literally get into High Traffic Academy for $497, one-time payment. We'll keep it the same as we kept it last time. The only difference here is you literally have 2 hours instead of 24 hours. The reason for that is because I want people to make a decision. I want you to make a decision today. Okay, if that's something you want to do or not. If you need to, find the funds or whatever, if that's what you really want to do, I want to give you enough time. Okay, but you will literally have 2 hours when you get that email, when it hits your inbox, and before the price increases. What's going to happen after 2 hours is the price will automatically double. It's all programmed in the system, and it's not cookie based. And that's how we had it before. So the price doubles to $997. It's going to stay there for a few more hours, right, at $997. And then the price is going to double again to the full original price at this particular time, which is $2,000, okay, $1,997. And it's going to stay there for a few more days, and then the door is going to close to High Traffic Academy, okay? So you're welcome to buy it at $2,000 price point. You're welcome to wait, until we release a new update to High Traffic Academy, and reopen the doors, in a few months, at potentially a $5,000 price point. We haven't set that up in details, but the value is way more than what we're going to be selling it for, obviously. To show my appreciation, and if you are truly serious about this, if you want to get in, if you want to become a member and just really take your stuff to the next level, and if you're quick enough, you will have an opportunity, a once in a lifetime opportunity, literally, to become a member at the 75% discount, if that's what you want to do. Okay, so want to make sure that is clear as well, and so there is no surprises later. Okay, whatever whatever your situation, I don't know your situation, I don't know what you're into, but you know it best. If you feel like you're ready to go to the next step and you really want to take this thing to the next step, you're welcome to do that. We'll be more than happy to work with you, more than happy to take you under the wing and show you this kind of stuff, right? And help you make that money, help you hit that goal. And then when you hit that goal, I want to feature you. I want to interview you. I want to I want to bring you on a virtual stage, and I want to feature you to the world. Okay, I want to bring you on a live hangout, a live webinar. I want to interview you. I want to help you get more exposure. Okay, and there is some other stuff that I'm not even going to mention here that can really, really help you, set you apart. Okay, so guys, watch for that. Best, this is the right thing for you to do. If it is, I look forward to working with you. If it's not, totally cool. Just apply the information that we teach, that we taught you in Total Domination Engineering training series, and I'm sure you probably have, going to have great results with it as well. Okay. Okay. As far as Elite, I'll tell you about Elite right away as well. Okay. So if you want to know about Elite is going to be, so High Traffic Academy is a one-time purchase, okay? Elite membership is, what we do inside of High Traffic Academy. So we formed an Elite Mastermind, which is ongoing, really, really deep stuff, and it's totally optional. It's not, it's not necessary for everybody, but it's necessary for like really, really, really committed and super marketer with a mission. You know what I mean? Like if you really want to go somewhere and you want to get there fast, super fast, I highly recommend Elite. It's a mastermind like none other, to where we really, you guys will hear about it. I don't want to spill the beans here, but regular Elite is $297 a month. Okay, $297 per month. You will have an opportunity to get it at a significant, very, very significant discount. It'll be available to you as well if you want. If you don't want, great. If you want, great. I'll just be totally transparent and open with you guys, so there's no surprise. Okay, and then for the $5,000 challenge here, we're gonna start that right away. Okay, so when we open the doors here in a few days, you'll get in. We'll have our first private hangout. Actually, not a hangout because hangouts you can share, but we'll have our live cast that's closed door, password protected, and we'll start on it right away. So you guys can literally get into this, go through it, and see some really cool results, and hopefully spread the ripple in the community. Okay. So that's what's going on. Listen, at the end, I want to say I appreciate you. All right. You're awesome. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for being a visionary. Thank you for having a goal. Thank you for having, for trying to do something, first of all, for yourself and hopefully for others as well. Okay. Guys, we become great by serving people. Okay. If you can learn this stuff, get results, and then serve others, you will never have to worry about money. Okay, you'll never have to worry about money. The, some of the screenshots I showed you about people, wanting to join High Traffic Academy and literally, screaming, "Hey, open the door now!" Right? Some of them, at least. That stuff is going to be engineered in the cash machines that we'll be creating together. Okay, and I'll be creating those for you. If you want to create your own, great. You'll be able to model. We'll actually do it together. I'll walk you through the psychology, the thinking. Why am I saying what I'm saying, right? What am I thinking when I write that headline, all that stuff. I'm going to be doing it for you, and I'm going to be teaching you how and why I'm doing what I'm doing real time. So not only do you get the cash machine that's ready, just feed it with traffic, boom, you're on your way, but you will have an understanding and you will be able to produce it yourself, and then you become independent. Does that make sense? You guys cool with that? All right. Let's see. What else? What else did I want to? So the idea here, again, is to engineer it in a way so that your people, when they go through here, they'll be emailing you saying, "Hey, I want to buy your stuff. I want to buy your stuff." Right. So that's a really exciting thing. Guys, listen, we've been here for way too long, almost 2 hours. I appreciate you. God bless you all. I look forward to seeing many of you guys inside of High Traffic Academy. I don't know if we're going to offer cash machines available to everybody who's currently in the funnel. I don't know. This is a marketing test that I'm doing. I'm being totally transparent with you. Okay. So if you are here, if you're watching this video right now, you have an opportunity to participate. I don't think we'll allow everybody, ever or forever to participate in these. We might need to start charging additional for cash machines additionally to prevent competition. Okay. We'll see. But the first group, you watching this right now, you will have an ability to get access to these cash machines for free as a member of High Traffic and High Traffic Elite. Does that make sense? So that's why I did not want to go crazy with this and share it and get, thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people here and flooding the system, because we want to convert for you, right? We want this thing to convert for you. We want to have enough of those cash machines running so that we spread out the competition. You don't have to worry about competition, and you get more money in the bank for you. Okay, guys. With that being said, I look forward to seeing you around. Right, whatever you decide to do is totally cool with me. But check your email. In a few days, you will get an email from me. Telling you when the doors are opening, and you'll have 2 hours to get in. If you get in, great, and get your discount. If not, you can get in later, pay higher price, but either way is cool. I will see you around. Thank you very much. God bless you again, and we'll see you.